halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Let's go now. Triple 38. Drill 52. Ready.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Dolphins sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Striker 3-3.
Back to throw. Reuben. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Reuben. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Walker now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Reuben. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
Second down and 3.
Ready.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll work down inside the 45. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Reuben. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready. Break.
On the counter, Gibson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Back to throw. Reuben. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Walker hit and the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morris. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Hand cycle. Ready.
They'll run with Gibson. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Okay, ready?
On 4th down, Reuben. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Accelerating, and off he goes. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said, take the 3. But it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Again, it's Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 15 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Let's go now. Slide, 97. Set.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on first down, Reuben. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Reuben under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Ready.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Reuben. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A 39-yard attempt.
that is no good. And the deficit will hold at 15. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the option. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Cheetah.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 3rd and 2, Reuben. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Let's go. Let's go. Charge.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Lockett the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 34. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run the option, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
To throw on 2nd down, Reuben. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Check, strike. Hurry, hurry. Ready?
Straight ahead, Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trucks over him. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready, set.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
52 blaster. Ultra. Go ultra. Hut, hut.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Come on, set. Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And going right back to Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on this.
And this is caught inside the 5. So the victory here for Seattle. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before